never easy growing up. About time I read a book to distract myself from this reality. Oh, it's been a couple years, I feel the same. Guess I'll never really learn this fucking game, but I'm here to play it now. I don't wanna cry again, even if I lose a friend. You say you had good intent when you hurt me. You do it all again, that's so loose to me. I don't wanna try anymore. Yeah, I won't show up at your door in the morning. Said that it wasn't planned when you hurt me. You do it all again, that's so loose to me. Time to when things were easier, before it got all complicated. Oh, just give me the strength to move on, cause I don't really wanna move on. I gotta do what's best for me. I don't wanna cry again, even if I lose a friend. You say you had good intent when you hurt me. You do it all again, that's so loose to me. I don't wanna try anymore. Yeah, I won't show up at your door in the morning. Said that it wasn't planned when you hurt me. You do it all again, that's so loose to me. I don't know.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Magicon presents the CosCast.
Hello.
Hi. My name is Anita, or Pixie Annie on Instagram, and with me I have my lovely co-host,
Geneva.
Yay!
Son Muffy.
Yeah. And we are joined by super special guest today, Helen Kaldheim, also known as HeliPeach.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We're so excited to have you here.
I am excited to be here. I've been a big fan of you guys.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, sweet.
So it's an honor to be here.
Aww.
Really.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Right back at ya. All right. So, there we have a dance redeem. Okay. Let me see if I can find the.
Yeah, we don't hear anything because Anita is the one.
I'm the only one who hears it because it goes
Okay, so
through
there
my
is
computer.
music?
There is music, yes. But you can't hear it. It's always a little bit awkward. So, but now you know. I will let you know whenever that happens.
Thank you.
Antarctica is like no rave lights.
No, we haven't prepared the rave lights today, but I can see if I can get them back up and running. Let's see. Oh, there we go.
Aww.
So, no. Well, you'll just have to gather some more channel points and redeem it again, and then I'll give you rave party, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Right.
But you need to turn down the music, though.
Yes, I will do that.
Thank you.
There we go. Oh, dance party again.
No, again?
Yeah.
Arctic. It's crazy, bruh. Oh, there we go with the light.
Oh.
I'm just following Anita. Taking her lead. I don't know how to dance.
I don't know how to dance either. I just do movements. I am as vanilla white girl as you can get it. I do not dance. I can't. I'm very rhythmless. But yeah, so there you go. Are you happy now, Antarctic? Are you happy?
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Awesome.
So I guess that's yeah.
Okay, so before we get into the interview with the lovely HeliPeach, we're gonna do some housekeeping stuff, and we're gonna be talking about some cosplay and geek news and things. So we're just gonna get through that first. So welcome to the stream, as I said. We are the CosCast. We are doing this show for Magicon Norway. And you can follow us at the CosCast on Instagram and at Magicon_Norway on Instagram. We are in a Norwegian cosplay convention, or cosplay and geek culture convention, I guess you could say. And yeah, we do some streamings to hype up the convention, which will be held in June, 24th to 25th of June this year in Oslo.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. Fuck yeah. And yeah, this stream is mainly going to be about interviewing Helen because she is launching a new manga, the volume 2 of her series, Mørkalven.
Indeed.
So we're super excited to talk to you about that. And this stream is sponsored by Ronin Energy Drinks.
Yay!
Yay! So everyone who subs to the channel today will be in the raffle and can win a free tray of Ronin Energy Drink in the flavor of your choice. So you can get the original, the sugar-free, the mojito, and the wild berry flavor.
Yeah.
The mojito was the best one, by the way.
Yeah, I really would like the mojito one as well.
It's
It
so
is the
good.
best one.
It's so
It
good.
is so good.
And also, if you use the code CosCast15 on RoninEnergy.no, you get 15% off when you purchase from them. And they're not available from stores, so the only way to get it is actually through their online store. Or if you're lucky enough to meet them at like conventions, like Spill Expo or something like that.
Yeah.
And they're really good. They're really good. Can recommend. I wish I had one right now, to be honest.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. But I've already written down both Antarctic and Food because you guys are still subbing, so you guys are in the raffle, even though you did win, both of you, last time.
Yes. But still, yeah, it's as long as it's a new sub period, it counts. All right, so yes, we have some commands. They're posted in the chat now. You can use Magical, 8-Ball, Bonk, Lurk, Discord, Dead, and Shoutouts. They all do fun stuff. We also have some fun sound alerts like the Coffin Dance Rave Party, and I added a new song for our sound alerts today, which is a llama bop. But it goes kind of something like happy llama, sad llama, mentally disturbed llama.
What?
That's cute.
Yes, it's very cute. 10 out of 10 would recommend. So, use them channel points. We also have a victory sound. The one from Final Fantasy, if you're familiar.
Use them well, guys.
Yes, use them well. Let's see. Happy Lavender is throwing some shade on Antarctis. She won hers for free while he had to use money to win his tray of Ronin last time. They're friends. It's okay. They can bully each other because they love each other. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
All right. So that's that's tonight's housekeeping, basically. Tonight's giveaway is a tray of your choice from Ronin. Just sub to the channel, and we will randomly draw a winner at the end of the show. Yes. So let's move on to the next segment in our script, which is cosplay progress or creative progress. It doesn't have to be cosplay. Have we been working on anything lately that we would like to share with our audience? And audience, have you been working on something fun lately?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. I should have prepared myself for this. This is my favorite segment, but I should have, done a little bit more preparation.
Well, at
but
least we get a nice view of your chair. There's
Ta-da! There's that. I don't have the shoes, but I did do some. Because I did make Tiny Tina cosplay before ToruCon last year, but I did upgrade it quite a lot before KawaiiCon. So I made foam scissor. Doesn't work, but I'm kind of happy with the how it looks and all, the stuff. But what I'm most proud of. Oh no! What happened?
Victory from Bane Titan.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And also, I made a functional backpack. It's like the whole thing is just mad, covered in all the paints in the world. So it's like nothing of the original color of the actual fabric is showing because everything is just painted. But it works. It's even lined on the inside. I can knit it together, close it up. It has pockets for stuff. They actually do work.
I mean, we do love a good pocket or
I
two
know.
or three as cosplayers.
So
There are
I'm
never
really,
pockets.
I'm so proud. I actually made a functional backpack.
Yeah.
With
Great job.
straps that you can, regulate the size if you're a little bit bigger or, longer back than I have. I'm stoked. I
If
just
you're not
watched
hobbit-sized, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Fair enough. But the thing is, it works, and I can store I did store a lot of candy and all the things that I needed throughout KawaiiCon. It was perfect.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's harder to find ways to store stuff in Mad Moxie, to be honest. I think the only solution would be to stuff more things down my bra. And I have small boobs anyway, so I need all the stuffing I can get.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
it's a win, I suppose.
But I'm very happy about the backpack. All I did was watch a YouTube tutorial on how to make a backpack, and I was like, yeah, I can redesign this.
Sure.
And I
That's
did.
the thing. That's the thing
Yeah.
with cosplay. You can do anything.
Yes, and
That's
YouTube tutorials are gold.
Yes. Moyania says, congratulations, you were so great. We're going to talk about that because
Thank
you
you.
competed.
I did.
And people are... Happy Lavender says, pockets is love, pockets is life.
They are.
Yeah.
I even had pockets in my pants.
Yeah.
I was so proud of those. I showed it off to the judges, and I was like, look, I have functioning pockets! That was fun.
Fun, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been working on my Mushroom Fairy cosplay. Like I designed like an OC, and I want to be a sparkly extra bitch. So all of the little spots on my mushroom hat are gonna be like sparkly little dots. So I've just been bead embroidering basically for forever. So this is one. And I started number 2.
Ooh.
I don't know if this is enough, but we'll see. I bought so many beads, so I'm not scared of running out of beads anytime soon. And I also have the hat. Like I started working on it, so I can show you. It's behind me. Just hang on.
Please do.
They're like, yeah, show off the stuff.
Ooh,
Okay, so I can't hear you right now because my headset isn't on, but here we go.
it's so
I'm a
nice.
mushroom.
So cute.
Soon to
So
be.
yeah, so this is going to be black eventually when I sand it down and paint it, and then like I'll cut out each of these individual ones and place them around. Yeah, that's the plan.
Ooh, sparkle. Happy
Yes,
Lavender
all the
says.
sparkles. So this is
That is
made
gonna
from
look so good.
paper mache and cardboard, and quick dry like spackle that you use on your walls.
Yeah.
So it's I wanted to make something that was, cheap and made of mostly recycled materials. It's
That's
a
very
little
good.
heavy, so that's the only downside. But
At least the
beyond-
wind won't catch it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I
Indeed.
think I can like travel with it in a suitcase without it like falling apart
Okay.
or being squished, which is like one of my fears. Is like this has to be able to travel because I'm bringing it to TourCon. So if I can't put it in my suitcase, I'm fucked. How about you, Helen? What have you been working on?
For the most part, KawaiiCon was recently, so most of the cosplay working has been towards KawaiiCon, and I as well did a upgrade of one of my last year cosplay. For the first time, I cosplayed from One Piece, which I find really fun and very exciting. And I'm cosplaying a character that wears a giant coat with a lot of feathers. So we added even more feathers on the coat. Yes, shedding everywhere on the convention, of course. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Other than that, I haven't done a lot of cosplay-related stuff. I don't even know what my next cosplay plans are going to be. Maybe Mob Psycho, maybe if some of my cosplay friends are doing a group. I think Final Fantasy was mentioned at Spill Expo, maybe. But other than that, mostly, art related for Mørkalven 2, and I made a new sticker design. Actually, the first ever Mørkalven sticker designs, where I choose to have like their favorite food, the character and their favorite food together. I think that went really well. And I also did some A5 mini posters. I think my publisher is going to make a larger poster for later on, so maybe we'll see them on another convention or something.
That would be exciting.
Yes. And right now I am making a giant Kaim, which is the main character in Mørkalven. A giant Kaim, what is pop in English again?
Cardboard?
Cardboard, yeah. Giant cardboard figure, life-sized. Yes. That's what I'm
very
working
cool.
on now. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah. I get to choose the height, and I choose 180 centimeters. So, yes, a tall boy.
Go big or go home.
Yeah.
That way people can pose with him and pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
That would be very cool.
That's
Also,
really cool.
everyone will get to see how short we are if we stand next to him. 'Cause
Yeah.
He's got let's see, 20 centimeters on me.
Yeah.
And also, Antarctus says, you and your boy were so cool as the brothers. I'm guessing the cosplays from
the One Piece brothers. Thank you. I'm really proud of our cosplay as well. It's very big cosplay, and I'm wearing like heels that are making me like 10-15 centimeters taller. it's like you said, go big or go home.
Also, people are very hyped about One Piece in chat. Both Antarctus and Happy Lavender are like, One Piece! Oh my god, yay! So, all the love. And Antarctus, of course. Hobbitses.
How rude.
Yes, how rude. Do you want to win, Ronan, or not, sir?
You gotta corrupt your name off the list. It's so cute.
It's adorable. Oh, that's cool. Okay, let's see. Yeah. It seems like Bane Titan has been working on making a Super Mario cosplay, which he's going to wear for the new Super Mario movie that's coming out. And a colleague of him is doing Luigi, so that's cool.
Yeah,
that is really cool.
I mean, it's very relevant too. The movie is coming out in not too long.
5th of April, I think.
Yeah, something like that. That kind of brings us into our next segment, really, because we're going to talk about cosplay and geek news that's relevant for this period, I suppose you could say. So let's go into KawaiiCon first, because KawaiiCon was recently held in Porsgrunn, and Sunniva, you were there, and Heli, you were there. I was supposed to go, but I was sick, so I couldn't go.
Yeah.
What a shame.
Yeah. So it happens.
KawaiiCon was a lot of fun. It was awesome. I did win my first competition ever. Like I've done catwalks before, but I have never ever had a performance. So that was a lot of fun to be able to do that. And I remember the first time I went to KawaiiCon in 2016. That's a lot of years ago. I was just in awe because the stage was so good, and I was like, shit, okay, if I'm ever gonna be starting competing in competitions, this is the stage where I should start. It's safe. You get to practice your skit beforehand. It's like it's the best place to start. I thought, and here we are, like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years or 9 years, I don't know, a lot of years later.
Yeah.
And it actually happened. KawaiiCon was my first competition.
Yeah.
Like full circle.
Yeah, exactly. I have a picture of you from your performance, or well, the one picture that everyone seemed to take of you, because it's a lot of the same pose, really. But look at you. You're so cute as Tiny Tina, and that performance was so fun. So happy.
It was a lot of fun.
So happy for you that you won.
I think we should just the girl who took those photos for me, I think her name is Hexagon. Yeah, Hexagon
Yes.
Cosplay. She just sent me photos like, here you go. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. And a lot of people is just like tagging me in stuff and sending me DMs with photos they took, and I just appreciate it so much. It's like, oh shit, oh thank you very much. It was a lot of fun. Like,
yeah,
I
and the
totally
energy you
recommend
have is amazing on stage.
Thank you. I worked a lot on that. I did.
I can
did
just
work a lot
imagine
on
you
that.
practicing in front of your dog, your cat, and your boyfriend in your living room, like, "Ah!"
Yeah. I did a lot of practicing in front of the mirror, and the dog was like, "Oh yeah, playtime." I was like, "Ah, fuck off." And I remember, like, we were backstage. I was supposed to go on stage last, so I spent a lot of time backstage just practicing through my routine, because I had my phone with me with like earplugs, and I had my routine on my phone so I could listen to it and practice. And this one girl, she just came like to my area and went like, "Are you okay?" Because I was just like walking back and forth and being weird, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm just practicing." Sorry. Yeah.
It's fun. But yeah, when no one
Gremlin.
can hear what you're hearing, you look crazy. Of course you do when you practice.
Yeah.
So, what did you do at KawaiiCon? Did you have an art stand, HeliPeach?
Yes, I did. Right next to Outland, which is perfect since I'm selling my own manga book. So yeah, I was supposed to have Mørkalven 2 with me. We were hoping that it would be released when it was supposed to be released. I'm not gonna blame anyone, but it's not me.
Okay.
So I had to have a little stand with a QR code to the pre-sale instead. And as I said, I brought with me 3 different stickers and 3 different posters. And of course, Mørkalven Volume 1 with me. And other than that, I mean, I have a lot of friends that work on this convention, so just seeing them struggle brings me joy.
Masochist.
Work, bitches. I'm gonna kick it right here.
No, but they did a fantastic job. I know how stressed they were and how much work goes into what they do.
Yeah, Magicon is always a great experience, and they work really hard to make that happen. So
Yeah.
and I mean, after starting Magicon and working with Magicon, we can absolutely appreciate it. So everyone who runs like conventions are heroes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They are.
Absolutely.
The last thing I just want to say, thank you KawaiiCon for being awesome, obviously. But the last thing I just want to mention was that the response that I got, because I haven't done the BroCons thing that much, but this time it was my turn to be chaotic on stage, and I was. But just announcing the Magicon cosplay competition on the KawaiiCon stage was absolutely insane.
It sounded like people were losing their shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So much fun.
Yeah. So that brings us on to the next item on our news list, which is Magicon recently announced lots of new stuff that is happening in June. So one of them is that we will be hosting a Magic the Gathering tournament, which is kind of going to be like an unofficial Norwegian championship. So NM in Magic the Gathering, which will be running Saturday and Sunday. And invitations have gone out to local game stores all across the country. So they will be doing preliminary tournaments in their stores and selecting people who will get to participate in the championship at Magicon, which is really cool. My hubby is the project manager for that. He's sitting next to me right now playing Warframe. And he's been working really hard to make this happen. So I'm very glad that they actually managed to land this project. And then
the other thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to take that one because I forgot to mention this. I was supposed to mention it on stage on KawaiiCon, but I forgot. But we do have a idol show.
Yes.
So, and if you have an idol group or you like to dance idol stuff, join. It's super awesome. It's gonna be so fun and so cool. And it's not gonna be a competition. It's gonna be a show, which I think is even better.
Yes. It's gonna be on Saturday, apparently, on the main stage. So yeah, everyone who's into idol culture and idol animes and is in an idol group or a solo act, this is for you guys. Just good vibes. Yeah.
You're right, Anya.
Apparently that is a kawaii thing, a KawaiiCon thing.
Gode vibber.
Yes, gode vibber.
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 We're not saying vibes anymore. We're saying vibber.
Yes. Also, we have announced how many competitions? A lot of cosplay competitions. 5.
6.
6? 6.
Yes.
I can't count apparently. But yes, so it's the international qualification for Geek Off, which will be in South Korea.
It's
So
a
that's
duo
one.
competition as
Yeah,
well.
that is a couples competition. And then we have the master competition, the performance, the
Classic.
and the catwalk. And
We have
then
2 catwalks, one on
Yes.
Saturday and one on Sunday.
Right.
And then the new thing we have is a cosplay
Yes.
photo competition
Yeah, I
for the
heard that.
photographers.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty new. I'm
yeah, that's
excited
what I
to see
think.
that. Ace says, "Damn, that's a lot of competitions."
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
Happy Lavender says, wait, 2 catwalks? Yes,
Yes.
there's one on Saturday and one on Sunday.
Yes. And all of that information you can find on our webpage, magicon.no. Some of the information is still under construction, so we will be updating the page as we go, but all the basic information is out there at the moment. So, and a lot of the competitions are already full.
Ooh,
Can you believe?
some
I
of
think
them
like
are,
at
yeah.
least 2 of them are full. So apparently people are excited.
Is it possible to be in both? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Why not?
Yeah.
I don't think it says anything in the rules that you can't.
Not that I've read, at least. So why
No.
not? Yeah. Participate in both catwalks if you want to.
Yeah.
As long as there's room, you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that's all the Magicon news. We're gonna stop plugging ourselves now.
No.
Well, a little bit. For a little while, we're gonna do that. And just move on to some other cool stuff that's been happening. We're not gonna spend a lot of time talking about in each individual thing, but we're just gonna mention some cool stuff that's been going down. So one thing is that I noticed that the game studio who is remaking the Witcher 1 game will also be releasing a cool game that's called the Thaumaturge, which will be set in Warsaw, I think it was. And you have like blood magic powers and you can summon beasties and stuff. And yeah, politics and like gritty, dark. I love that vibe. I'm not really a horror gamer myself because I'm too jumpy and too much of a scaredy cat, but it just looked very interesting. So I'm excited to see that. I think I have a picture of it. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah. We can just have a quick little peek at the vibe of the game.
Very pretty.
Yeah, very
Ace Cooper 7 likes it.
Yeah.
Oh no, he thought you said Llama Church. He was like,
Aww.
Llama Church? He was like,
The Thaumaturge.
Llama Church.
Yeah.
I mean, Llama Church is cool.
That would have been cool too. You can just summon llamas whenever you want to. But yeah, you can summon these beasties and stuff.
Oh, it looks scary.
Oh,
Antarctus thinks it looks awesome.
Yeah.
We agree.
Like a high quality, like big, like AAA kind of game. So I'm excited about it.
Let's hope it's as good as it looks.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. You never know. You never really know.
And before Magicon becomes a religious cult.
Yes, exactly. Oh no. Oh no.
I'm surprised you Magicon don't have Llama Church. Me too. What should we do there? I don't know.
I don't know. Dress
Get
up.
married?
I don't know. Worship the llama. Feed the llama. Gotherin just subscribed. Thank you so much.
It was
No,
Antarctus.
Antarctus did. He gave a gift sub to Gotherin. Okay, so that's one more for you. Baptism with llama. Okay, so you get the llama to spit on you or something, and you are now baptized in the name of the llama.
Yes.
Sounds gross, but okay. You can try
Good
first,
idea.
Antarctus. You can be the test subject.
I'm gonna write it down. Like, we have to. Last time somebody said, like, you should have a CMV contest. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna write down your suggestions, but I'm not, cannot, you know. So we have Llama Church, fine, with baptisms. I'm gonna write it down.
Yeah.
You know.
You never know. Could be interesting. Okay, so the next piece is just something I read about recently, is that the Norwegian Film Institute has given lots and lots of funding to Norwegian game developers this year, which I thought was pretty cool. I actually know one of the developers. He's a teacher at the local kulturskole in Eidsvoll. And so his game got some funding as well. Let's see.
That's cool. That really shows that the government is actually seeing Norwegian video games as something valuable, which is awesome.
Yeah, that is really good.
It's
About
very
time.
cool. They gave 11 million Norwegian krone to 6 Norwegian games in the first funding round, which is pretty impressive. So apparently there's a lot of cool Norwegian games out there, especially this one looks interesting. That's going to be in Svalbard.
Ooh.
Which is kind of like a polar punk instead of steampunk, like RPG kind of game, which sounds really interesting to me. So that's fun.
Nice.
Yes. The next piece of news is that the next season of The Mandalorian is out, season 3. I've watched all the 4 episodes that have come out until now, and we just thought we had to mention Pedro Pascal because he's been memeing all over the internet lately.
Yeah,
he's everyone's daddy.
White Space Props, Teasmas in the chat brought a few 3D printed Pedro Pascal figurines for KawaiiCon. Mm-hmm. They all sold out very fast.
Of course they did. He is having his hour. Remember when everyone was obsessed about Keanu Reeves? I feel like that's what happened.
Yeah.
What's happening with Pedro right now.
Yes, I
and
believe
he kind of deserves it. He's been working for a long time. I remember when he was the Viper in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
He was my hubby's favorite character, of course.
Oh.
Superfeed, this next news was submitted by you. It has something to do with Nicolas Cage, I believe.
Well, it's this meme though. The Dracula movie with Nicolas Cage as Dracula. I mean, I just wanted to mention it. I don't really have anything, but look at it.
Yeah, it looks like a meme come to life is what it looks like to me.
Yes.
Oh, if there's anything I really want to watch this year, it's that movie.
It looks so bad it might be good, is what I'm thinking. And the whole movie, it's called Renfield, and it's called Renfield because it's written from the perspective of Dracula's manservant, Dr. Redfield. And in all of the other Dracula movies, he's kind of just like a sidekick character, not really super important to the plot. But in this movie, he's the main character. So that's a kind of a new take on the whole Dracula story. Which I think is interesting.
Awesome.
If you can't tell, I'm a vampire nerd. What was let's see. Yeah, I think that was almost all the news. Yeah, we mentioned the Super Mario Brothers movie that's coming the 5th of April. That's not too far away.
I bet we're gonna see some cosplayers at the movies.
Yeah, I believe one of my friends are gonna be Peach at the premiere.
That's so fun.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Antarctic says, "Oh my god, yeah, I never realized it was him. I'm guessing that was about Pedro Pascal being the Viper."
Yeah.
Nick Cage is a living meme. Greatest one ever, possibly.
Yeah, he is. I see also Ace Cooper asked OpenAI, what would a llama church look like? And it sounds awesome. Inside there will be altars dedicated to llamas and live llamas participating in ceremonies. Rituals could involve offerings and blessings for llamas with an emphasis on animal welfare and environmental
conservation. Give me a week to work on this, guys. Okay, we will entrust this very important task to you, Ace.
Yes. Oh, awesome. Also, Pedro Pascal had a short, he's in one episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
He is?
Yes.
I did not know that, but he has had a lot of small parts in, he's been around for a long time. He just hasn't blown up until recently.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's very interesting. Yeah. Also, I can mention, I don't have a link to it because it's not officially out yet, but next Saturday, the 1st of April, Eidsvoll Kino, Panorama, and the Cosplay Association in Eidsvoll will be hosting a Dungeons and Dragons event where we everyone who is 21 years or younger will get a ticket for free and can come see the new Dungeons and Dragons movie in the cinema. And
Awesome.
yeah, and we're gonna do like a cosplay catwalk for those who want to show up and be in costume, and we're gonna do a giveaway of some D&D themed prizes.
Awesome.
Yeah, because the association got money from Viken fylkeskommune to host geek events for the youth in Eidsvoll, because nothing really ever happens in Eidsvoll unless we make it happen ourselves. So yeah, and the cinema was like, hey, I have an idea. Could we do this thing at your place? And they were like, yeah, totally. That sounds amazing. Sure, why not? So yeah, we're gonna just hammer in the last details tomorrow, and then I'm gonna post an event link. So anyone who wants to come to Eidsvoll and watch the D&D movie for free, and maybe participate in a cosplay catwalk, you know where to find us. It's gonna be on Saturday, 1st of April, and no, it's not an April Fool's joke.
It's true.
It's true. It's for reals. All right. That was the last piece of news, officially.
News is closed.
Yes. The library is closed.
Yeah.
So we've been talking, or at least I've been talking for quite some time. So we're going to take a 5-minute break. And when we come back, we will go into the main event, the interview with Helen. Yeah. All right. So we will see you guys soon. And thanks for joining us so far. See you in 5.
Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. Cause you fucking love it when I feel. Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. Cause you fucking love it when I feel. Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. Cause you fucking love it when I feel. Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. Cause you fucking love it when I feel. Just wish I could see straight. I try to clear my blurry vision, and I've been carrying this weight so long. My heart feels false.
There we go. We're back. It's nice to see that you didn't tear the house entirely down in our absence. Although we noticed the comment, we see you.
We see you. Also, Ace Cooper, I mean, A++ Google Translate skills.
Yes. You're doing great. You speak all languages, included Norwegian and Llama. Good to know. Ooh. If we ever need to communicate with the llama.
Then we know. Well, that's actually true. I do have... it is true. Ace Cooper, last year, me, Ace Cooper, and some other friends, we went to a alpaca farm. And we had a walk with them. And he actually became best friends with the llama or alpaca that he walked with. It was quite sweet, actually.
I feel like Ace becomes best friends with all the animals he meets. He's like a very hairy Disney princess.
That's cute.
It is. We need to see that as a drawing.
Yes. Oh, that would be amazing. That is my Christmas gift for you next year, Charlie. You as a Disney princess, surrounded by animals who lovingly dote on you.
That is nice.
Remind me. Keep me to it.
I wrote it down on my notebook.
Good. Great. Well, let's move into our main topic today, shall we?
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm going to leave the reins to Sunniva. I've talked enough.
Are you gonna show some pictures?
Yes. We're going to do that. I thought you could just introduce the segment.
Welcome to the interview segment.
We're professionals.
Welcome to the main part of this CosCast sending. My Norwegian brain isn't really working in English today, apparently. But with us, we have the lovely HeliPeach for you guys who hasn't joined in until now, who is the first Norwegian manga creator, and she has just released, or will soon release, Mørkalven 2, which is the second book in her series, which is very, very cool and awesome and exciting.
Yes.
So on the screen now, you can see the cover for Mørkalven 2. Which is the new volume with your character Maria or Marie.
Yes, Marie. I call her Marie.
Marie. And let's see, this was the cover for the first one as well. So this is Kame.
Yes.
And of course, we have to show them some pictures of you because you're just adorable.
Thank you.
There you are, working on your little screen with your pen and your little artist glove, looking all adorable.
Yes, very sweet.
And you have a lot of cute wigs, I have to say. Like, in all of your promo pics, you're usually wearing some kind of wig.
I am, because I am a cosplayer, and I'm not gonna hide that.
Yeah,
and I feel like manga and cosplay goes hand in hand, so yeah.
It really does, and you're a very good cosplayer too, if I may say so.
You are.
Thank you. I try. I have professional friends, so I am cheating the system.
A little bit of help on the side.
Yeah, indeed.
I see that Antarctus is saying it will soon arrive in my postbox. I assume he's talking about Mørkalven 2.
Yes.
And Mayenia is saying, I got and I read the second volume and I loved it. It was so exciting.
I'm like frightened and scared now that I know people are getting a book. It's like getting a tattoo. I'm like, oh no, it's too late to take it back now.
It is actually set in stone.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the design.
But if someone doesn't like it, they can write fan fiction.
Yeah.
I mean,
yes.
Or they can suck it.
that too.
Happy Lavender says, manga to anime, when?
Ooh, I wish. I know about non-Japanese people that has received an anime. So maybe one day. Yeah.
It could happen, you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
And Tarkus, wait, what? Has people gotten it already? Nani? Yeah!
Sorry.
Hope mine wasn't lost in transition. Probably
No.
not.
No, but sometimes it just takes a bit longer for mail to arrive. And sometimes things are sent out earlier than other things. It happens.
Yeah, and there's a lot of books, so I don't know if they mailed every book at the same day.
Yeah. How much does your hand hurt after signing?
Oh no. You should get a stamp.
Yes.
I should get 4 different stamps so nobody can see the difference.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Happy Lavender
Also-
says, plot twist, I stole it. So Antarctic didn't get it.
Oh no. Anyways, Ace Cooper is actually wondering if you style your wigs or do they come like that? Sorry for dumb question. It's not a dumb question. You
No,
don't
no,
wear
no.
wigs, Ace, so
Yeah, I do style the wigs myself, even though I have a friend that Sophie, who is a hairdresser and is known for wig styling. But I do it myself, and I like to buy a wig and make 4 different hairstyles with them, so that I can reuse them to something. Like this one was, for example, very curly when I bought it, and I used it as a curly version. But then I feel, no, I need to change it now. I want a different style, so I straighten it, and yeah.
But that is
Awesome.
a really good tip. I mean, because you can... Oh, Llama Song.
Is it dancing?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna dance anyway. Because it kind
Okay,
of
I'm
bops.
just doing what you do.
Yeah, same.
It's me, bitch.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Frost Gem, good try, guys.
Mhm. Good try, guys. Oh, wait, what? Also, Happy Lavender says hydrate.
Yes,
So.
okay, yes, we will hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate.
This is just some soda, fizzy water with
Yeah.
soft.
I'm trying the new fruits, the fruit brus with apple and kiwi, because anything kiwi I will taste or drink. I use kiwi in my tacos.
Oh,
It's really good.
that's interesting.
Yeah, people look at me like, are you okay when I tell them I use kiwis in my taco? But it's actually really good.
No, but I want to try that now. So, yeah.
Next time.
I just have the cheapest orange juice I could find, so yeah.
Fancy.
Not fancy.
All right.
Happy Lavender says soft.
Soft. Okay. Now let's move on into the question that we have prepared for you, HeliPeach. Now I think we have already told the people who you are and what you do. So I'm just gonna move forward, and I'm gonna say, congratulations on your new release.
Thank you.
And how has the release of Mørkalven 2 been so far?
It has been stressful, for sure. Making it is fine, but when it comes to the last weeks of we soon need to publish this or send it into the publisher, that's when it gets stressful, because then I feel like we are running out of time, and I feel the pressure of people need to get the book on time, and there's a lot of things that suddenly pops up that you need to change when there's not much time left, and stuff like that. I can, for example, this sounds so wrong, okay? But hear me out. I had to lighten the skin tone of 2 characters because they were too dark. Not for any race show reason, but just because the line work were mixing into the skin color.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a visibility thing.
Yeah, visibility thing. So My publisher are not racist.
No, but that's the tricky thing about like printing and publishing.
Yeah.
Like, for visibility reasons, certain things have to be lighter or darker in order to actually show on printed paper, because seeing a picture on a screen and seeing it as a print is two very different things.
Yeah, indeed, and it's about the paper I use as well. The colors do get matted out, so what I see on the screen is probably not what's going to show up in the print. But they know that, so I just wish they told me a bit earlier, so I didn't have to do it the last month.
So how much extra work did that actually cost you?
Lightening the skin tone on the characters. That took like maybe a week, probably, because they were on many pages. I do love the two characters that we are talking about so much. They are a sister and a brother. But beside that, I don't think there was a lot of other things we had to change. I struggle with reading and writing, so there is always a lot of writing mistakes. And they have to go through the book 3 times to make sure that everything is okay and no mistakes.
But it's
Thank
a very
goodness
like
for proofreaders.
it's a really sign of relief for you, like the anxiety of giving off something that isn't proofread beforehand.
Yeah.
That just sounds awful. So it's so awesome that they actually do that for you.
Absolutely.
And Mayania says, they are so cute. I love the sister.
Oh,
Yeah, I like them too.
Frostjim says, CMYK printing is hard to get right.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's
It
also
is.
a fellow artist.
Yeah. I know
And
about
Happy Lavender wants to know, how is the deadline for manga?
It is very different compared to Japan, I suppose. If I were in Shonen Jump, I would have killed myself. But luckily, I'm in Norway, and I can spend a year on 1 volume. Like, I just have some meetings with my publisher, and they tell me if I need to fix something or stuff like that. But I think I'm one of the few that works very, very independently with them. They're a bit like, this manga stuff. You know this better than us, so we trust you.
aw, lucky.
Yeah. So I feel like there I get a bit more freedom. For example, I think I'm the only one that made the whole cover all by myself. Usually they have people that somehow like maybe the logo or the spine or the backside,
Yeah, you usually have people who work with fonts and layouts and stuff in-house at a printer's. It's very cool that you do it all yourself.
Yeah. Not that I'm an expert on fonts or stuff, but I'm very happy that I get to have when there's a little piece of the cover on the spine, for example. My other coworkers from Egmont do not have that. And I think it really helps when the book gets put in the shelves along with all the other books. An interesting spine is very important.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. I'm glad you get to have that. I noticed that they do it for the reprints of the Witch comics. Like they put them in like collected volumes, and they have like the cover on the spine as well on those. And it really helps to make it look visually interesting and appealing.
Yeah. And of course, the cover is one of the most important things for the publisher to have control over, because that's the moneymaker. Yeah.
Did you have to draw different covers, or were they happy about the first one that you handled?
For the first volume, I did make the cover that you see on the volume 1. That was my first original cover idea. But I wanted to see some other different cover ideas, like more like floating heads and many more characters. A bit more like, what can I say? Like Marvel poster type of
like
cover.
movie superhero poster. Yeah.
But I'm very lucky to be really, really stubborn. And they have to deal with that. And I made like a giant email showing them about the bleach covers, the blue lock covers, and how like there is one character on the whole cover and a very like strong color profile and stuff like that. Because I think it's really important that people can see the book from far away and
Agreed.
still see what they are looking at. They can see that there is one person sitting, and there is a very strong color that like catches your eyes. If there's too much stuff going on in the cover, it is harder to pick up from far away. And
manga books are small typically, so you have to have something that isn't too small and too detailed, because it'll just look like a blob from far away. So I completely agree with you that having like one major focus character on a manga cover is a very good idea, for sure.
Because the other coworkers that I work with, they make children's books for the most part. I have more like focus on teenagers and making a comic I want to read. Myself like. And since their books are bigger and they are hardcovers, but I was very stubborn again about making it look like a manga, and then I wanted it smaller and I wanted it to be soft covers. So I want it my way or the highway.
But that's good. That's good. Because, I mean, if you're a self-made artist and you're in charge of your own series, you have to have opinions, and sometimes you have to say, you know what, I think I'm right on this, and I want it this way. So kudos to you for like having the backbone to stick to your guns and knowing what you want. Not everybody is good at that.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm afraid that I'm too stubborn and I'm too blind to see my own work, So you need like a good combination of both, I think.
For sure. Yeah. Let's see. Bane Titan wants to know. He's actually getting into publishing this coming year, hopefully, as an author. Any advice on how to get your work successfully picked up for publishing?
Is it a comic book or is it like a read book?
Good question.
Good question. Also, while we wait for Bane Titan to answer that, Happy Lavender wants to know if you're a cat person or a dog person.
Ooh, definitely a cat person.
Yay!
Yes.
Or
a bird person.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. True honest moment. I am originally a bird person. I love birds. And I actually wanted a bird. I wanted one of those birds with the Elvis hockey hair.
Nymphoparakit.
Yes. Yeah, that one. But my sister needed someone to adopt their cat because she was moving and taking education. So I adopted the cat instead and made a choice to keep a cat instead of getting a bird. So yeah. But beside birds, I am a cat person indeed. I love dogs as well. They are really a lot of fun joy with dogs, but this is just something about the personality of a cat that I really connect with.
Same. I love pretty much any animal, really. I love animals in general, and I've grown up with dogs.
Yeah.
But I love cats. Cats are my number one because of the personality and their like independent natures and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're just weirdos, and I love a good weirdo.
Yeah.
Frostgem is wondering, how did you get discovered? That's a very good question.
Ooh, yeah. I think how I got discovered by my publisher is because I sent them my comic book, which was called Mythical Idiots. It was like a school project I just finished. Not something I really wanted to do because it's humor strips and not an epic story. So I sent them that one to the publisher. The publisher has like an address, so you can send them stuff if you want to. And they take a look at it. And they told me that I should enter a competition that I are soon hosting. So I did. I sent both the humor comic school project stuff. I can show the book. I have books. This was the school project that I finished. So in this one, there's like funny strips, and yeah, the character looks familiar because it is Kime, but it's like an unserious story. What can I say? This was like my playground to really get to understand stuff. I didn't take it serious, but when you're gonna start your own manga series, you have to do world building, you have to do planning, you have to, what am I gonna hint at that will have a big showcase later on, and stuff like that, and the world.
Yeah. As just a note, I remember one of the first times I was at KawaiiCon, you had a stand with Katrina-chan, and you were handing out like this
The pink one?
Yeah, the big one. It was like a very thin one, but like it was with the mythical idiots, I think.
Yeah.
And I still remember that one because you gave me one, and I brought it home.
Yeah, I was when I started to have stands at Desukon, if anyone remembers Desukon. Rip in peace. Ever since I had my first stand there, I had those pink short comic stripes magazine, which I gave for free to people just to get my name out there, to be honest. And I think it really helped. I also bought those with me to Newcastle Comic Con. I was dressed up as Alice in Wonderland Madness Return. Yeah, the scary game.
I love that. I love that game so much.
Oh, yes.
So good.
I was dressed up as her, and I had all these magazines and walked around Newcastle Comic Con just delivering them out to people. And it got so popular that one of the stands had one of them on display, and it just said, "Look for the Alice cosplayer, and you will get a free comic."
Wow!
And the Game of Thrones actors were there, and I went to one of them. I was really shy. I don't remember his name, but he is like one of the buddies to Jon Snow when he was working at the wall. He was the ginger that died.
Yeah, one of those guys.
That one.
Yeah,
one of those guys. I walked up to him. I had my friend really pushing me. You have to go, but I was so shy. I am a really shy person, if anybody wonders. And I manned up or womaned up. And talked to him and delivered him the comic, and he really liked it and he wanted it signed, so I signed it, and I also got his signature on one of my own pink magazines, so I still have, and he wrote something about let's meet again when we're both famous.
That's so fun.
Yeah, that's really fun. So I had those magazines that you're talking about for a good while. I think I published like 2,000 of them, and I finally got rid of them. So yeah.
There's gonna be collectors.
Items yeah, indeed. Sell them on eBay for many millions.
Also, Antarctus wants to know: is Casp's hair dark purple or brown?
It's like in between.
Okay.
Yeah. I think because the original designer behind Casp is Ina Golf, the wife to Silje Danielsen. And we have been best friends since we both went to took media and communication together. And she was the original designer behind Casp. I think back then he was named Casper, but I wanted to make it cooler, so I just shortened it to Casp. And I have, of course, done some redesigns after a while. I think his earrings were just tiny earrings in the start, but I just made them bigger and bigger and bigger. Like big earlobes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Casp here is like something between brown and purple. Yeah. So, yeah.
A lot of people thought that the story you told was really sweet and cool. Also, Frostgem seemed to like the Alice.
Yes,
cosplay.
she has like a
Madness
full
Returns, yeah.
upper arm sleeve. No, actually a full sleeve with like Alice Madness Returns
a full sleeve.
tattoos.
Nice, that is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually haven't played the game finished, but I'm a really fan of the design just in general and the story.
So
Yeah.
pretty.
It's so good.
And quirky and fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
it. It's cute, creepy, and gothic. Like all the things I
Yeah.
love.
Talking about things that's quirky and fun, I've heard, because you told me,
Oh.
that you signed every single copy of the pre-order.
Yeah.
What
I
was that
did.
like? How many?
There were a lot. There were over 250. I don't even know the number.
Oh.
And my editor, Tormod, we have two editors in Egmont, which is Tonje and Tormod. And Tormod is like my man. And he has made sure that he has told everybody that I am the slowest when it comes to signing, because I can't stop myself from making very detailed drawings.
That's so sweet though. It means so much for the people who receives it.
Yeah. And I don't think I was even supposed to draw in any of them, because some people could get a personal signing where I would write something special, like who the book is for, or something, a message for a son or daughter, which was really sweet. And rest we were just getting a signature, like Helen Kaldheim. I can never spell my name or write my name, my last name correct. So don't read Kaldheim, because it will never say Kaldheim.
Makes them more special.
They're unique.
But yeah. But I did draw in most of them, but I had to give up because this was at the Norway Universitetsgate, and there were a table with all the books I had to sign. We started at 10 o'clock. One of the editors were there to keep me company. Odin, who makes Ragnarok, eventually came also to bring company and bought me energy drinks, which I needed. But yeah, we started 10 o'clock, and they told me that around 7 you have to leave because we're closing the store. And I walked out 7 o'clock.
Oh, damn. That's dedication.
That's a full day of work. Full day. Oh.
But I had to, like, in the last hour, I was like, I can't draw in this. I have too many left, so they just were getting a signing. So I hope if you got a book with just my stupid signature, come at a book signing and I will fix it for you.
Oh, that's so sweet. And Mayania says the drawing is so cute.
Yeah. I saw Mayania post the photo of her book, and I was like, oh, so good. So
you were
cool.
just the sweetest.
Oh.
Let's see. Bane Titan answered that he's hoping to publish a novel. Not a comic.
A normal book.
A normal
Not
book.
those strange comic books.
Yes. So he understands if you can't answer in deep detail in his case. It's intended to be a book telling a life story that actually happened during World War II.
Ooh.
Okay. It's very different,
Yeah.
so it doesn't sound like proper fiction necessarily.
No. I don't know how it is like, because what I do know is that children's book and autobiography and crime, scary books, they do sell well. What do not sell well in Norway is books towards teenagers. They're really skeptical about books that are written for teenagers, so they were naturally skeptical about Mørkalven. And from an, I don't know, maybe it's like a similarities between comic editors and novel editors, but some of the things they do really look for is if you are able to finish this book. Yes. That is what I think is like the biggest problem for most people, is that it takes a lot of time and a lot of work, and not everyone is able to finish an entire book or a comic book. I think there are super many people with great talents, like drawing or writing, but it's the ability to finish a project that is maybe the biggest struggle for most people.
I think if you have like the first draft of the entire book ready before you contact a publisher, you will have a higher chance of someone taking you seriously and believing that you can actually complete a project.
Yeah. My editor told me, for example, that they are very happy that I made this one because I can show them that I am able to finish projects. So they trust me, and I think that is something they are very skeptical about, if people are able to finish their projects. And of course, do not deliver a finished product to them, because they do want to have a say and fix stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah, so you need to be open for those changes to be made.
Yeah,
that must be one of the
absolutely.
hardest things as a content creator, that other people is going to change your baby.
Yeah, but it is really helpful because you, as the creator, don't know how it is to read it as a new reader. So everything that is, of course, natural in your own head might not translate as well as for the readers.
Which
That's
is
a
also a
healthy
very
mindset.
good tip for like cosplay performances, like because you know the character you're performing with super well, but the audience might not.
Yes.
And so I think that's like for anyone who's trying to tell a story, it's a really good tip to like get someone else's opinion and don't be afraid of change.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. The next question that I have for you is, some of the people in chat, they know that you create comic strips and a manga and a story and world building, but without spoilers, what is your manga series about?
I hate that question. Absolutely dread that question.
Sorry, not sorry.
It's okay. I don't know. I struggle a lot to explain my own comics because to me everything is in my head and it's all mixed up, and I don't know how to explain it in a simple way. But in this short way, if I can try as best as I can, the story is about a dark elf, very much like the title. And he is the last dark elf because his race was killed, eliminated, after they lost a big war due to some unnatural magic they were using, which were forbidden or something. It's a mystery. And he, the last dark elf, has to grow up in a society surrounded by white elves. And all the nations in this world is representing a card symbol. So where the white elves are living is the Clover Nation. And he struggles growing up there because he gets bullied, he gets hated, he gets ignored, he gets treated like he doesn't exist. And he hears, or his teacher accidentally spoils about a secret nation that is called the Joker Nation. So his big goal is to find the Joker Nation. But does it exist? We don't know. And another part of the story is like, what was this forbidden magic that nobody knows anything about? Yeah.
And you have all these secrets in your head, right?
I have all the secrets.
Happy Lavender is a society Joker. Oh my god, Joker Nation. Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
But you talked a little bit about like how you actually got published and how that came about. But how did your journey start? How did you like end up doing a comic book in the first place?
Like before the publisher, or like...
how did your journey start? Like how did you get
in
into
kindergarten?
It's been with you all your life.
Yes. I'm one of those lucky kids that knew exactly what they were gonna do in life when they were a child. So I was a lucky bastard.
Yeah.
So yeah, I made my first comic book in kindergarten, which were called my name, Helen, I think. And I'm like the kindergarten teachers were writing the script. No, not the script, but they were like text, because I couldn't write. I could just draw stickmans in dresses. That's what I could do. But that was my first comic. After that, I was like discovered as the artist when I think it was second grade. I drew a Sonic the Hedgehog artwork because I had just got the GameCube and we're playing Sonic Adventure 2, which is the best Sonic game. And then I was discovered from my classmates that, oh, she can draw. And I took pride in that, and I continued drawing. And I made a lot of stupid comic ideas since then that I never finished. I made my own Sonic OCs. I made my own Naruto OC. I started DeviantArt, posting a lot of art there. That's where I met my art partner in crime, Katrina-chan, who is usually beside me when we do conventions.
Two peas in a pod.
Yeah, absolutely. And after that, I think my big break was when I started media communication with Ina because I got to work as a comic artist from through my newspaper, our local newspaper. So I did some very pondus-looking strips. And that was fun for a while. But after media communication, I went to boarding school, which were Bjerkeli Folkehøgskolen, where they do have cosplay and they have comics. And I went there, and that is where I started to create Mørkalven, actually, because my roommate was a dungeon master. Yes, she was a dungeon master, and she told me about this mystical thing called Dungeons and Dragons. And I'm like, what is that? And she made me buy a lot of dices, and we started to play, and she asked me what race I wanted to be, and I wanted to be a drow, which is technically a dark elf.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dice, the gateway drug of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. So after I played that game, I was very hooked, and I decided that I haven't seen a lot of comics where a dark elf is the main character of a story, and I really like bad guys, so I like to have an angsty type of bad guy be the main character instead. And that's when I started to design Kaim and started to write the story of Mørkalven, but at the same time I didn't feel ready to make a big epic comic as many people are. They are never ready, and you will never be ready, by the way. So I did comic strips instead, since that was a format I was used to, and that is Mythical Idiots, the comic strips, where I just drew Kaim, and I drew a lot of characters that my friends made, actually. So there were no planning of world building or rules or anything like that. It was just I make whatever I want because I'm just practicing making comics. And at my second year at Bjerkeli, that is when you're supposed to make one comic through the whole year. And that is when I made the 50 first pages you see in Mørkalven Volume 1.
Oh, cool.
Remade, of course. And
Yeah.
they do not look like that on the first try.
Mm-hmm.
So I have remade all the pages.
Happy Lavender says posture check. So let's straighten up a bit. I need it. I tend to go into goblin modes whenever I'm in front of the computer.
Same.
Let's see. Frostrum says the lady who wrote Ravnaringene also based it on some RPG tabletop campaigns they did at home. So CD petition. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's such a great inspiration though, because you get to use your imagination and just create things.
One of the fantasy book series I grew up loving as a kid is the Riftwar Saga by Raimini Feist. And that novel series is also based off of their tabletop adventures that he and his friends played.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So a lot of...
Also, hydrate, Mayenia
Yes.
says.
Oh.
I just did, but I'm gonna hydrate again.
There we go.
Thanks.
Yeah, and I also, one of my coworkers, Cha, they are also inspired by Dungeons and Dragons. So I think Dungeons and Dragons has inspired a lot of people and creations.
Awesome. Yeah, I think so too. But who or what is your biggest inspirations in drawing? Like, what inspired your drawing styles?
I think the mangas that I grew up with definitely has inspired me a lot. I can show you the first manga that I ever read, which was this one. It is called Ranma. This is the 8th volume. That was my first volume that I read.
Ranma.
Me too. I love Ranma so much. And I have all the volumes in Norwegian. And I take a lot of inspiration from how they do the story and paneling. I think Rumiko Takahashi is really good with having like full characters show on themselves in a page, for example. So I love drawing a full character that is not in a panel but on the page as a character introduction. And stuff like that. I also really like Yu-Gi-Oh! And I think a lot of the typical shonen series that we grew up with, like Naruto, Bleach. I'm very new to One Piece, but One Piece has definitely also helped me a lot. But nowadays, I also get like work inspired. Not only inspired about how I make the comics, but like people that works in the same field as me. So I definitely do get inspired by the other people that also make comics in Egmont, like Ragnarok, Nordlys, Dragens Øye, Ville Poter, and so on. But I also get like inspired by all these non-Japanese people that has made a breakthrough through the Japanese manga industry. I don't know if people have heard about Radiant, for example. But it's a manga series created by a Frenchman, and he has his second anime season coming up.
Ooh.
So, yeah, he got it translated into Japanese and American English, and he got an anime. So it is fully possible.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and also there's a publisher called Saturday AM, which are making, for example, Apple Black. You can find it on Outland. And they also are a very independent publisher that focus on manga. And they are also doing a lot of focus on having diversity in manga. So you will see a lot of different sexualities in their mangas and also different races.
That sounds great.
So people like that inspires me a lot.
Yeah, that's really healthy and good inspirations to have, though.
Yeah.
And I'm getting inspired by listening to you talk about different things in the anime and not anime world, but manga world that I haven't really thought of, like Frenchmen doing manga styled things and like it's actually so much bigger than just what happens in Japan, you know.
It is, and Shonen Jump, which everybody knows about, the Shonen Jump magazine that publish all the most known shonen series we know about, they are running out of manga creators. So last competition they had, they actually wanted people outside of Japan to enter. So
that's cool.
That's awesome.
No longer is manga just... of course. I did not anticipate or enter the competition. So, but yeah, working in a Japanese magazine is difficult. The guy that made Radiant is not through a magazine. I think it's very different when you are working for a magazine because the deadlines are harsh. In case of just making your own volumes, for example.
Everybody's getting inspired. Cece is saying, I'm getting inspired by this. And Frustrum is like the creator of Ranma. She is a manga goddess, so she is good inspiration.
She is. She is indeed.
Yeah. Now, me personally, I'm getting inspired too. I mean, when I was a kid, I also knew that I wanted to do art. And so I took a degree in illustration, but I never really made it into the industry because I'm just too insecure. So I don't think I'm as talented as you, if I'm honest. So
I think it's about talent. I think I'm just very stubborn.
Yes, you
are. What's your star sign, Missy?
Yeah,
I'm an Aries.
Me too. But I'm a very introverted, kind of shy Aries. And I believe more in others than I believe in myself. So like it's easier for me to help others rise and be better than to like push for myself. So I think that is one of my main issues.
Yeah, but I relate to the one being a hype person for other people as well, because I love cosplay, but now that my boyfriend is getting into cosplay a lot, he won the second place in the KawaiiCon TikTok competition, and I was so fucking proud.
It was so good. I mean, the CMV. Oh.
Yeah, you saw it, the Nanami series. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I saw it. I was like, dude, is it possible? Really? Ah! And I tried to find it today on TikTok, but I couldn't find it because I wanted to show it to my friends today.
Yeah, I think you have to look for his name because I think it got. I think because of the blood in the TikTok video, they removed the hashtags or something.
Okay.
But it is Andy Sugoi, if anybody wants to know.
It was so good. Like it's so inspiring to see like what you can actually make.
Yeah.
And post on TikTok, even though TikTok was like, blood.
Yeah. But I'm his biggest fangirl, so yeah.
I love that.
I want to check it out. I'm gonna follow him on Instagram.
Yes, do that. He just made a Resident Evil 4 video because the Resident Evil 4 remake is out. So we are playing that at the moment.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna move on with the questions because clearly you do have other geeky interests besides art and manga, like cosplay. Do you wanna and gaming?
Yeah.
So that's the question. Like, what other geeky stuff do you like? What kind of games do you play? What do you like to cosplay? You know.
Well, definitely my second hobby is cosplay. Yes. I've cosplayed for many years now, and I think my first cosplay was a Yu-Gi-Oh cosplay. And if anybody has seen the Yu-Gi-Oh character design and their hair,
it's crazy.
I should not choose level 10 when I'm at level 0.
Yeah, that hair is like craftsmanship hair.
Absolutely.
Learning curve. You know.
Yeah. But I definitely have cosplayed for many years, and I really enjoy the hobby. You get like it's the same thing when you make an artwork. You get this like, I created something. I'm very proud of myself. But it's mostly for the community that comes with cosplay. The art community is mostly on the internet, unless you are part of the art stand community at the conventions. The art stand community is a giant hug place as well. I remember first time I had an art stand, and the other art stand people were so kind and so welcoming, and we're just a giant teamwork when it comes to art stand because we are fighting against the commercial stands, you know. Yeah. But yeah, definitely cosplay, and it was just such a surprise when I went to Oslo for the first time to try a convention. I think I was like 14 maybe. And I was just so surprised. I've never, for example, been to an Outland store. So just seeing anime merch at the place was crazy to me. I remember I bought a Death Note bag at my first convention, and thanks to that Death Note bag, I got to be friends with Ina because she knew what that was.
And now, full circle, your books in the shelves at Outland.
Yeah, indeed.
That's
I remember
so awesome.
first time visiting an Outland store, we had to book hotel and take a long bus ride just to get to Bergen to visit an Outland store. Yeah, so commitments. Indeed.
Yeah, but it's pretty much the same for us. We grew up in Tromsø, and the only like nerdy place was like a used bookstore that took in some geek stuff and fantasy books and things. And that was it. Nothing else.
Yeah.
You had to like literally fly to like Oslo to be able to like get any kind of nerd merch.
Yes.
So.
And this was before the time of the internet.
Yes.
No?
Absolutely.
Early days of the internet, at least.
Early days of the internet.
Not a lot of merch stores out there yet.
No.
We're aging ourselves a lot.
And we didn't have any credit cards, and my mom didn't trust the internet either, and was like, "No, you can't buy anything."
Yeah.
I'm like, crying, all my friends.
So yeah, I've been a fan of cosplay conventions for a long time, and it's like where you meet your people. All my friends nowadays are from the cosplay community.
Yeah.
So yeah. When it comes to gaming, I'm a very simple girl gamer who really likes playing Sims, Sims 4, and Minecraft. And I try to stay away from grinding games as much as I can. You know about Genshin Impact, I'm sure you heard of. That is like giving me heroin or drugs. I cannot start. That is dangerous for me. I have a comic I need to make. So I cannot do grinding games because when I start gaming, I game from morning to night.
Yeah.
I cannot control myself.
Understandable.
Yes.
I started playing Genshin Impact pretty soon after it was released, but Sunniva started playing last year, I think, at the end of last year.
Yeah.
Because she was like, I think she was not playing it just out of pure spite.
No, I hated it. But it's basically the same reason that you gave, and also I just hate Paimon so much. Sorry.
But I think we're very similar because I'm usually also a hater if something is very popular.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck the system!
I remember when everybody were wanting to be emo when we were younger, and everybody were listening to Tokyo Hotel. I was the biggest Tokyo Hotel hater ever.
Tokyo Hotel was a little bit after my emo period, so because I'm a little bit older. Me and Sunniva are
just a tad.
Just a little bit. So we were emos in the when the Used and My Chemical Romance and those bands like came on the scene.
Yeah.
So we had the pink hair, we had the stripy gloves and the short skirts and everything.
Yeah.
And people used to think that I was Sunniva and Sunniva was me.
Yes, we didn't even know each other at the time. It's so weird. And also, Antarctis is throwing a fit in the chat because I said the thing that I said about Paimon, and he's now saying that he's gonna ditch the stream. And I just want to say officially, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what I said, and I take it back.
You can't ditch someone's waifu.
No, it's okay. But Mayenia says that she's been playing Genshin since day one, and she has spent so much time there, and it was there for her when she felt lonely during COVID. You know what? I think a lot of people played Genshin during COVID.
I think so too.
Absolutely.
I played Stardew Valley
I
under
love
COVID.
it.
Yeah. And I haven't touched it since because it was too dangerous for me.
Yeah, you get addicted.
Yeah.
Indeed. But do you have any tips for people who want to become a mangakas themselves?
I really do hope people want to become their own mangaka because I got the title Norway's first manga, but I don't want to be Norway's only manga. If that makes sense.
It does.
I really do hope there are more people showing up soon that wants to create their own manga book. Because today and now it is possible. You don't have to be Japanese anymore. So yeah. So for a starter, I don't know if you have any good tips. Like if you're really new to it, if you're still very young in your art progress, joining Rakkan from the publisher Outland. They have their own anthology where you can submit your own manga idea and you might enter into their magazine. That is a really, really great place to start. And they do give amazing feedback for your comic and manga. And they are very open to all the typical manga stuff. Like if you want it to be the Japanese reading way, they can make and fix that and such. While if you're doing a bigger publisher like Egmont, they are a bit more strict on what the regular normal Norwegian mom is gonna buy in Arke Nordli. For example, I did want Mørkalven to be in black and white, like a typical manga. But they were concerned that maybe not manga fans, of course, but like non-knowing what manga is, they might be a bit confused why it's in black and white. So that's why it entered up in colors. But also, I did in the end wanted it to be in colors because a lot of manhwa and webtoons are in colors, and I really do like the style. I do like it when it is in colors.
It looks super pretty, and it's it just makes it pop even more
Yeah.
though.
Like, personally, I like both, but I grew up reading ElfQuest, and the printed versions were in color. But then when they've now released anthologies, all of them are black and white. So I kind of like...
You miss the
not,
colors?
Yeah, I miss the colors. It's not the same. There's just something very vibrant about the colored versions. Although I am a sucker for black and white. I love line art. It's like my favorite thing in the world. So
It is very pretty.
it kind of, it's like a 50-50 split. It depends really, but your work does really look very good in color. Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, if you're a bit more further into your art style and skills and stuff, and you have a good story and idea for a good comic book, just send an email to a publisher. If you want to join the Nordic manga, of course, send it to Egmont. But I know and I hear rumors that other Norwegian publishers are also getting an eye open for the manga style. Yeah.
Possibilities.
Yeah, absolutely. I have been contacted by other publishers, and but I can only work on one project at a time. So yeah. But I know that they also want to have some sort of manga-esque stuff. So yeah, but just send an email or enter one of the competitions that they are hosting. I don't know if they're gonna host another competition, but they might be. But yeah, just send an email. Last time I had a panel about making a manga. It was a Torocon. And one person in the audience did what I said they were going to do, send an email. And now they have a contract with Egmont.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. I love it when people like realize their dreams.
Yeah. Absolutely. But I totally understand that people don't know where to start because there are no guidebooks on how to become comic artists. No. It's not like a school or something that teaches you this stuff.
And even if you go to school, like school can only teach you so much. Usually they don't teach you the like business basics, like how to contact publishers and what is a fair contract and things like that. They can teach you the art stuff, the technical stuff, but everything else you're kind of left to your own device most of the time. That was at least my experience when I studied illustration, is they don't talk about money or business or contracts. It's just art or, Yeah.
So if you ever are confused about what to do, just talk to me or talk to the other people in Egmont, like the other comic artists. Because as long as we have a good communication, we know what's normal. What I really like about Egmont, for example, is like they do not own your work. Oh,
that's good.
They do not own your work. They are more like they're like a guiding parent that shows your work to the bookstores and stuff. Well, I know other publishers they have they want to own your work a bit more. So yeah.
Doesn't feel like you sell your soul.
No.
That's really good though. And Tarktas is saying that he actually wanted to make a manga himself.
Yeah.
He has a story in his head, and he's had it there since 2011 or something. So he's been brewing on it for a long time. So he's wondering, do I have to make it in Norwegian in that case? Like if he wants to reach out to the Norwegian, not producers, but you know what I mean.
I think you have to make it in Norwegian if you want it to go through a publisher. If it is Outland or Egmont. But if it's self-publishing, you can do what you want. If you want to make your own store on Store Envy or Etsy and just sell your own book through there, then you can do it in English and you can sell worldwide, for example. But if it's going to be through a publisher, they want to sell it to Norwegians, and that's why they are making it into in the Norwegian language. So yeah.
Yeah. Usually, if something is published in English, it's because an English publisher has bought the rights to republish it in an English language. If you're going like the traditional publishing route.
Yeah. So in the start, it probably has to be Norwegian, and then you can cross your fingers that a English publisher is going to pick it up and make an English translation. For example, Mørkalven is also been picked up in Denmark, so it is also in Danish.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
That's very awesome. I was gonna ask about that, like which
You
countries
were?
is Merc. Yeah, I was just talking about because that's and then you said it yourself, and it's awesome. That's very, very cool. You think it will be published in other languages as well?
I think so. Like my coworkers that are making kids books, they have it both in Swedish and Czechisk and German, I think. And one person even got it in English, so it's fully possible.
Germany is a huge market.
Yeah,
There's
definitely.
Lots and lots of people who speak German in the world.
Yeah, not only Germany, but like the countries beside them as well.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the series and the launch of the second book and all of that stuff. It's so awesome that you made it. I just think it's so cool that you wanted to come here and talk to us about how to make it ourselves as well. It's very inspiring, just as all the other people in chat are saying.
Yeah.
But you also do other things for the community, except for like talking to us, of course. You have hosted your own Draw This in Your Style challenge for Marie, one of the characters in Mørkalven 2.
I did.
Tell us a little bit about that. What is it?
I actually stole it from some of the French and American manga creators. They usually do a Draw This in Your Style whenever they launch a new book. So I did that, and I was really scared that nobody were going to enter the challenge, of course. But I'm very happy I did, because apparently that's when you discover that there are more people that are interested in your book, because you're just stuck in your own little house and you don't know how many people are reading your books. But I got to discover so many new artists through that challenge. Artists I haven't never seen before. It's very hard to find all these Norwegian artists. We are so scattered around on the internet. So when they entered this challenge, I discovered a lot of new Norwegian artists, and I think that is pretty cool. I am thinking about, because I have a book launch very soon at Outland next Thursday.
30th?
Yeah. I think I'm going to show all the Draw This in Your Style entries at my book launch.
Oh, that's so cool.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Yeah, we're showing off the highlight thing that you made. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I am really proud of them, so I want to show them off.
There's so many great ones in here. There's so many talented people who have like reinterpreted your character, and it's really cool to see.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the ones who actually made like a small video. Like show their process as well. It's so cool. Yes.
And Tanuki fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do this myself too. I'm not an artist, but I do know how to draw some awesome stickmen.
Yeah. I accept stickmen, don't you worry.
Fuck yeah. Also, Antarctus gave away another sub. Yeah. So yes, I did write your name, Antarctus. You have 3 out of 4 of your names of the entries this round, so you might just win another tray of Ronin Energy Drink.
Seems very likely, yes.
Which reminds me, if you sub, I will put your name on the list, and we will draw a winner of a free Ronin Energy Drink tray at the end of the stream.
Mm-hmm. This is only applicable for Norwegian followers, though. If you're non-Norwegian and you win, we will instead send you a Magicon t-shirt.
Ooh.
Yes.
Stickman art equal best art. Thank you, Happy Lavender. I agree.
Cece says, laughing my ass off if you don't win now.
Well,
the odds are in your favor, for sure.
They are.
we'll see. Let's hope. Let's hope. So we have one more question for you.
Yes.
And if the other people in chat have questions as well, please. Oh, Mayenia gave away 2 subs.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
I'll put your name on the list.
Getting competitive here.
Yes, they are.
Well, that's
they
good.
are.
We like good competition.
Yes.
And I mean, all of the subs go to support our Twitch stream, because the Twitch stream doesn't have its own budget, because the Magicon doesn't have that much money. So, in order to like get prizes and stuff, it really helps.
We're using the money for the streams to send out the prizes that we give away. So we kind of like a self-sufficient thing. It's awesome. So thank you guys. But the last question, because in the old days of the ancient CosCast gang, we had a question that we did ask everyone, like the fruits and vegetables one.
Yes.
But we're not gonna do that now. Because
Damn
last...
Do you have an answer prepared for the old question?
If you were a fruit or a vegetable.
I don't remember the name of it, but it's a sibling to lychee, but an uglier version.
Rambutan, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think it's that one. It's spiky, a bit intimidating. I think people find me very intimidating, but on the inside, I'm sweet.
You're very sweet. That's a very nice answer, though. Yeah. Maybe we have to add the old question as well as the new one, because we did get a new one. Last time, we had a poll, we did a vote, and Happy Lavender was the one who won for the best question that we're gonna include in these streams. Are you ready?
Yes.
Marius just gave you a subscription to the channel, HeliPeach.
What?
Yes. Antarctis gave you a gift subscription.
A hype train is on the way.
Thank you. I need that.
But
all
yes.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Here is the question. Who was your first fictional crush?
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it is actually very clear who my biggest crush was, and my first one as a child. And it was Shadow the Hedgehog.
Sonic. He's
from the Sonic games, yes.
Yeah.
My current crush is Marco from One Piece, but yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah. What about you two? What about you guys?
I think mine maybe was Skywise from the ElfQuest series, maybe.
Oh.
Because I started reading those when I was really young. Like, I think I was 11 when I started reading ElfQuest, which is kind of fucked up because there's a lot of sex in that series. And a lot of, like, polygamy going on. But yeah,
don't
definitely.
worry.
Like, that's where my fascination for silver-haired boys started.
Yeah.
And it never stopped.
Ooh.
Gosh, we just got Sona just subbed 1.
What?
10.
He subbed 10.
Yeah, he gave 10 gift subscriptions. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah. There we go.
And who said Cece said wig change.
Yes,
oh my gosh.
We have to do a wig change.
I'm not changing my wig.
No, you're okay, but we
no,
don't have a wig on, so we're good.
There we go.
I think
I don't know.
have something left over from last time we streamed that I didn't use. Yeah, I have one here, so I'm gonna do that.
I don't have a wig. I hope
great.
this is good enough.
Short one.
You are
Perfect.
looking great.
This will
Thank
be
you. Oh, Ignis! Sona! Hype train! I don't know what's happening!
What is a hype train?
I don't know. It's something weird that... It's a train,
There you
I guess.
go. I look like Justin Bieber, but with pink clip-ins.
You look great.
Yes,
But
lovely.
Pixie, can you? Oh my gosh! I just saw what you looked like, and it's something. Can you explain?
It's certainly something.
Can you explain what a hype train is?
Yes, so a hype train happens whenever people subscribe, use bits, or contribute to your channel in a financial way. And there are several levels, and whenever someone participates in the hype train by subbing or giving bits, they get free emotes at the end of it. And it also helps your channel gain traction. Like, if you have a very active chat and you have a lot of hype, more people will see it, and Twitch will push your channel a bit more.
And we want that.
Yes, we want that. Hype trains are good, and usually when we get a hype train, we say ooch ooch, because it's choo choo back.
Choo choo.
Yeah, ooch ooch,
Ooch ooch.
Ooch ooch.
So-
And also, it seems that Antarctis is Nej, Chris, for svingene! Don't look at me if the Magicon producer is mysteriously absent from the next meeting. Is that a threat?
All of these threats. What is happening today?
And Happy Lavender's like, helmet equal wig. Yeah.
Frostin also says Skywise is cute, but the clan leader, Cutter, from ElfQuest, yes, he was cute too. But Skywise is my boy.
Hello, Tina Marieris is in the chat as well.
Tina.
That's nice.
Fun fact, Tina is going to be cosplaying Marie on the book launch.
That's
Awesome!
so
Oh, yes. So you can take pictures with her as well.
Oh, that's so awesome! You did Kain and sorry, I forgot the name of the other one. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Casper. I was like, Casper. Casper for the last time, and that you bring to life another character is just awesome.
Yeah. I was supposed to have a Kaim as well, but Celia almost died after KawaiiCon after all the work, so I'm giving her a break.
Yeah,
And my other Kaim cosplayer were going to the doctor on the book launch, so I couldn't ask them as well.
That sucks. But...
So that is why Kaim is coming in 2D and not 5D.
Well, it's gonna be awesome anyway.
Where is the launch going to be, by the way? If people want to show up and support you and stuff.
Yeah, please show up because there's going to be free cake. Everybody likes cake.
Yes.
Yes.
We're gonna have a presentation about how I did the book, and we're gonna show off all the Draw This in Your Style entries. And we're just going to celebrate the second book. And it's going to be on Outland Oslo. Where else were I going to have a book launch? Of course it's going to be Outland. And it's going to be next Thursday. I think it is 5 o'clock, I believe. You can go to my Instagram. I have a post about it there. So, yeah.
Yes. I'll try to make it. Definitely.
Yeah,
Same.
please do.
That would be awesome to be there. I mean, sign books.
Yes. By the way, since you're an Aries, when is your birthday?
I'm an April Aries.
Me too.
16. What? Wow.
I'm on the 8th.
What? Oh, cool.
Yay!
Nice. I like April Aries. I feel they're a bit more calmer.
Yeah.
Not as mad as the March Aries.
Oh, the March Aries are the worst.
I don't know. I feel like they are a bit more crazy.
So they say.
Yeah.
We had like an astrology obsession like 1.5, 2 years ago. So we were watching a lot of like YouTube videos and TikToks about astrology, and
I love that.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Also, Bane Titan is wondering what he thinks about what we think about his pitch.
Pitch.
Let's see. He had a really absurd idea for a superhero comic. And it would be called Chubby and Pretty Boy.
Oh, that's
Chubby,
cute.
the main hero, would be an average good-looking man with the superpower of making criminals a little chubby, so they wouldn't have the stamina to commit crime. Pretty boy the sidekick would be a noticeably ugly boy with the superpower of making criminals so pretty that they would give up crime to become supermodels.
That's really funny.
That is really funny. I like the twist. I really do like the twist. So I think that's a good idea. Totally pitch it to a publisher.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
I think a good idea is very important. I actually believe that a good story is more important than good drawings when it comes to comics.
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah.
But good drawings are always appealing. Like if
Yeah, of
I
course.
want to buy a new comic, the drawings and the forside
The cover.
cover things is the one that really draws me in, and
Yeah.
the colors, you know, the
Like I
character in
mean,
the front.
for me, art is very important. Like an interesting art style and compelling line work and color is like a really big reason why I choose to read something. If it's not aesthetically pleasing to me, it's gonna be harder for me to get into it.
Yes.
So.
It's
But yeah,
just a
you don't
selling
have to
point.
be the world's greatest artist to be a comic artist. No,
No.
for sure.
And definitely don't be world's best artist if you're going into the comic industry, because something people tends to forget is that the panel that you have worked 2 days on, people are just going to look at that for 1 second before they move on to the next panel.
And you have a deadline, and
you have a
sometimes
deadline.
Can't spend 2 days on a
Yeah.
page or a panel.
No. Definitely.
Yeah. It seems like Antarctus is still angry in the chat.
Yes.
They sorta, hey, don't actually get absent. You came in, subbed, and then went silent mode. So it's like, I've been here all time, slapping bots.
He has
Thank you for
deleted
slapping the
bots
bot.
from the chat for us.
Is bot a big problem on Twitch?
Yeah, it can be.
Like the one that's Valkyrie Fun something. Can you show the bottom of your shoes? I was like, no. Why?
Yeah.
So usually it's innocent, but sometimes it gets horrible, and we're not gonna talk about that. But it did happen, and we
It
did.
happens.
It didn't end well. So it can be a scary place sometimes.
So I thought that was a genuine question. Well, we're not wearing shoes. We're Norwegians. We don't wear shoes inside. So there is no bottom of shoe to show you, Valkyrie. I'm sorry.
Not at
Yeah, no.
You
Sorry.
can see the underside of my sock if you want to.
Like anytime someone on stream is asking about something that has to do with shoes or feet, I'm like, no, this is a fetish thing. No,
Yeah.
don't want to. I mean, internet has destroyed my brain, I guess.
Pretty much.
Happy Lavender, imagine wearing shoes
Yeah,
inside.
it sounds awful.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to show any shoes. I can only show comic books.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
It's the best. Frustrum says, "Pay me first." Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
Costume.
But yeah, is there who's people's in chat's first fictional crush? By the way, we haven't really asked anyone about that.
This is a safe space.
Yes, safe space. And I was thinking about like my first fictional crush. The one first I can remember is either Simba from The Lion King,
Aw.
or Lola Bunny from Space Jam.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you're joining me on the furry side.
But Lola
I mean,
Bunny
it was
was
a
hot. I had a crush on her
Yeah.
too, but she was
Yeah.
my first.
I just
knew
don't
what they were
remember.
Mhm.
Yeah, they did. Confused as children about animals, I guess.
Antarctus had a crush on the invisible girl from Moomin.
Oh
my goodness.
They are so
That's so precious.
Yeah.
I had a crush on Snufkin though, I have to say.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I thought he was super cool. Like, you know, the quiet kind of philosophical smart guy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
No, I can see that. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I had any other kind of crushes beside.
So
Well,
Manga.
in Ranma, I really liked Ryuga Hibiki, who always get lost because he
Oh,
can
he's
never
so
find a way.
cute. He's
Yeah.
so sweet.
So yeah,
Happy
and you were talking
Roman.
about white-haired characters, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I also really like white-haired characters.
It's
So
a
in
weakness.
Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah. So in Yu-Gi-Oh, I really liked Yami Bakura, the evil guy. I tend to like evil guys. So,
Like
yeah.
anti-heroes I love very much. Like Dante from Devil May Cry, I had such a fucking crush on that character for so long, it's not even funny.
I see.
His tacky red leather suit.
Yeah.
But like still, can't help it.
No.
I'm trying to think of other silver-haired guys, but it's hard to kind of, like think of them like straight off the bat. But there have been a few. There have been a few.
Sevron, no, Sevron. I mean Fenris from.
Yes, Fenris from Dragon Age 2. Gloomy emo lyrium elf. What's not to love?
I know. It seems people have talked about a lot of little Blossom from the Powerpuff Girls.
Blossom!
And Clover from Totally Spies. I see it. I get it.
Same.
Bane Titan
Gardula the
says
Hutt.
Gardula the Hutt. From Star Wars.
Yeah. And
We don't
Shinho
judge.
from
No.
When They Cry. Happy Lavender says.
Yeah. A lot of fun crushes here.
I remember I had like the biggest crush on Harry Potter when I was like 11 because I was just as old as
Yeah.
the character was when the books were kind of released. So I was like, yeah, this is real life, and I used to like pray that the flying car would come down and pick me up and take me to, the
Didn't
land
you have
of
a notebook
Hogwarts.
where you like wrote Harry Potter like all over the pages
Yes.
and big hearts and stuff?
Every night I signed my diary with "I love Harry Potter."
You're such a cute kid.
How was
Mentally
that?
disturbed but cute.
That was the thing.
I really like
yeah.
Draco Malfoy, so I can relate.
I get that.
Yeah.
I wonder, since the kids that are going to grow up with Mørkalven is gonna have a childhood crush on any of those characters.
I mean, that could
That would
totally
be
happen.
Yeah.
cool. It
I know
can.
people are shipping already in the book, so yeah.
Fun. That's fun. Ooh, silver hair. Sephiroth from Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
For sure.
Of course.
For sure. I also had a big
Alright.
crush on Yuna from Final Fantasy. She was
She's
bae.
pretty. She is. All right. Shall we move along
Yes.
in our show?
It's getting late. We've
it is
already
getting
been doing
late.
it for 2 hours.
Like
we
we
have to
used to
let
do.
HeliPeach go at some point.
No, I like it here. Don't worry.
Yay! Stay forever.
This has been my
Overcast.
big dream for many years.
That's so sweet.
I have to take this off because I'm melting.
Yeah, same. That's why I took off the half-finished helmet. Shenhe from Genshin. Yes,
Oh yeah.
She is
She's beautiful.
pretty. She is indeed. And we have the Game of Thrones girl. I can't. Daenerys Targaryen.
Oh yeah,
girl.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's supposed to have silver hair. In the books, she has silver hair. Not so much in the TV show. She's also supposed to have lavender-colored eyes.
Yeah.
But I
Anyways.
get that contacts. It's a bitch.
Yeah, I think it was the same with Harry Potter. I don't think he liked his contact lenses.
No.
They change it.
I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
But I know
he
he's
was
supposed to have green hair,
eyes.
green eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he only has his natural eye color in the movies.
Makes it easier, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways, recommendations. Do we want to recommend something that we have watched, listened to, or seen lately to the viewers? Or do you guys in the chat have anything you want to recommend us? Movies, whatever.
Well, Mørkalven 1 and 2, obviously.
Yeah.
Go buy them.
Now.
They're great.
or come to the event on the 30th at Outland and buy them there.
For sure. Beyond that, what have I been... Well, Chainsaw Man. I guess everyone has probably seen Chainsaw Man by now, but Sunniva saw it for the first time a little while ago. And like last stream, we joked about, let's just end the stream now and watch like Chainsaw Man from start to finish again. So, yeah.
And so we did. No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. But it was very, very entertaining. No, but I watched Raven of the Inner Palace, which is an anime out on Crunchyroll, which is kind of like historical fiction about this girl who has magical powers, and she's called the Raven, and she's kind of like a concubine, but she doesn't perform like knightly duties. She's only there for like magic guidance and like finding answers to things. And of course, there's a handsome emperor, and it's cool. It's different. I really like it. So I can highly recommend. It's very pretty. I haven't read the manga, but I think the manga might be stunning. Just based on some of the like intro and outro artworks that you see.
I see.
I actually started playing. It's by now it's a really old game, and I'm really like. So behind on this because everyone was done with this game probably like 10 years ago, but Ace Cooper 7 made me download Undertale, and I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. It's really cute, and I just really like it. So if you haven't played Undertale, you should.
I have not. I know absolutely nothing about Undertale except like the cosplays I've seen.
Yeah, the dedicated fan base.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I can recommend Blue Lock manga. It is basically football or soccer mixed in with Squid Game, and I really like it. And I don't know if people can tell, but I use Blue Lock very much as a helping guide to make my own covers, because I really like the Blue Lock covers.
Yeah, it's very visually striking.
Yeah, very visually striking. Absolutely.
Awesome.
For anime, if you haven't watched Mob Psycho, give it a chance. It's really good. Yeah. It's the same man behind One Punch Man, but this time it is in his own art style.
That's interesting.
I have it on my to watch list. I just haven't like gotten there yet, but I'll give it a chance.
Yeah, do that.
Let's see.
Blue Lock is so good. Happy Lavender says.
Yeah. She also says Dr. Stone season 3 is coming soon. And I haven't seen that one myself, but I know a lot of people have it. Like it's gotten a lot of hype before. And Bane Titan recommends Everything Everywhere All at Once to everyone who hasn't seen it yet. I have not seen it yet, but I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Same.
And also Lovely Complex, one of my favorite love-com animes. Even got Nami from One Piece as main character. The voice actor is the main character, right?
Awesome.
Let's see. Any other?
Can't think of anything. I'm actually quite hungry, so my stomach's
like... you haven't eaten yet, poor thing.
No, I haven't. I had two of these like candy gummies.
Ooh. That's not enough.
No, but it's fine. Okay. Shadow and Bone and all the books behind the show. Awesome.
Yeah, they just released a new season that's out on Netflix now. So, and I mean, if you haven't seen The Last of Us yet, go see The Last of Us, because it's actually really great. It's an amazing show.
It's got a good famous man in it, so...
Yes, I mean, if you like looking at Pedro Pascal, you can't go wrong. But like on a serious note though, Bella Ramsey and Pedro Pascal do really amazing roles as Joel and Ellie, and all of the supporting cast also does a really good job. And it's a very slow paced show, but they do a very good job of like setting the scene and giving us context and letting us get to know the world that these characters live in after this like apocalyptic happening. And it's really good. It's really well made.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, Frostgem says, so I did a quick sketch of Marie. Hope you liked it, Helly.
Oh my god! I need to see it. Is it on Instagram?
Yeah.
Yes,
Probably.
is it on Instagram, Frostgem? Or where did you put it?
Because in that case, I will have a look at it.
Yes, we need to. See if we can find it.
Easy story. Posted a story. It's the best story. It's just helmet and stuff. Oh, love it.
Wonderful.
Oh, we need to find the picture if you
Yes.
posted it, Gem.
I think her account is Gem Girl Draws.
Yeah, it's there. There it is.
Oh,
Oh my god, Christian,
So
you're so
cute.
talented. I really like your style.
Yes.
It's Gem Girl. Yeah, she tagged you. So we should be able to find it. It is Gem Girl Draws.
Yeah, she's
will-
really
So
talented.
cute. Yeah.
She's one of my besties from videregående. We went to Tegning for Farge together.
Yeah, I sometimes watch her Twitch streams because she's a streamer as well.
She's
Very
so
true.
good.
Yeah, so after this, I will jump on Instagram and give it love.
Nice.
Oh,
Yes.
nice. All of you give it love.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. So I think it's about time that we wrap this baby up. Before we go, next time on the CosCast, it'll be during Easter.
So we have not quite set exactly what we're gonna do. So we were thinking about just putting up a poll in the Discord so you can help us to decide what to do. Are we gonna play games? Are we gonna do crafting? Will we get a last-minute guest maybe to talk about something awesome? We will keep you guys posted on Discord and go vote when the poll is up. I guess I'll put it up sometime.
Yeah.
After the stream.
And if you're not a member of our Discord, I'm going to post a link in chat now so that you can join if you want to.
Good.
Yeah.
So the next stream will be on April the 9th.
Yes. The day after
It's
my
a
birthday.
Sunday. Yes. So maybe we'll sing happy birthday too, you know?
Maybe not.
Maybe. No. Maybe we'll. Oh, Cici says, oh my god, next time on the CosCast, I've missed that. Thank you. We've missed it too.
That's very sweet. We appreciate that so many of you guys actually take the time to come watch our streams. It's very, very rewarding and it makes us really happy.
Okay, so
yeah.
the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna figure out who won the Tray of Ronin.
Yes.
Ooh.
So we have 18 entries. And I just
18?
put 18 entries, so I just
Wow.
put 1 to 18 in the random number generator, and I've given everyone a number. So let's go, and the number is actually number 3.
Ooh.
And number 3 is Antarctica! You just won a second tray of Ronin energy drinks.
May you never be thirsty again.
Yes, exactly. So, what flavor do you want? That's
What
very
flavor
important.
do you want this time?
Yeah.
Damn!
Victory! Yes. Antarctica says, I'm always thirsty. I have mine. Oh, he wants the mojito. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
It's the best
A
one.
good taste, my sir.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes. Yeah, we'll round this off by saying thank you so much for watching and being active in chat. Thank you so much to Helen for joining us today. It's been a pleasure having you on. And you're welcome back
Thank you for
anytime.
inviting me. Thank you.
And yeah, go buy her book and go to her book launch if you can.
Please do.
And we'll see you next time on the 9th of April, okay? We love you. Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.